What's up, everybody? This is Bones to Domes podcast. I am the one and only DJ Tony, and I have my main man with me, Mr. Live Worldwide, Jeff Houston, as always. How you doing, Jeff?
Are you kidding, man? Every day is it's another day in paradise, one step closer to the beach. The best thing about it is that the beach is that way, and I love that, man. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, doing good. Everything's good. Just hanging out here. Got one of my daughters with me hanging out. The other two are off with their mom today. So just gonna do this beautiful show and then take my daughter for a little or should I say late night walk by the pier.
Beautiful show.
Told her
Come
it's
on,
beautiful,
everybody.
man. It's
Well, of
chemistry.
course it's of course it's beautiful. There's a reason for chemistry out there. What's going on, Extreme Bare Knuckle Fans page? Hey! Of course it's beautiful because a week ago, I myself married you. I married you. I married Zaidi. I think, wow. I mean, just what an honor that was. And it was a hot day, but then again, when do we not have a hot day in Florida around this time? So I'm not gonna bitch. I'm not gonna complain. It was a wonderful moment, and it was an
Yeah.
honor to oversee the proceedings. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, brother.
No, of course, brother. You did an amazing job. Everyone told me at the lunch that we had after that, you killed it. And, as you've seen as we were there, someone else had asked, for you to do their wedding too. So there you go, man.
Yes.
That's
I
how
mean,
good you did.
honestly, not too bad for my first gig. I mean, I'm used to seeing anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000 eyes on me at a time. So when I can actually see the eyes on me, I can understand why people in smaller rooms get butterflies in their stomach. But even at that point, never had a butterfly in my stomach. I don't know what they look like. I don't know what they taste like. All I know is that we got bones to domes. We are live to the world, and we got BKFC 47 coming up at the RP Funding Center this Friday in Lakeland. It's been a while, Tony, since we've been back there. The last time that we have seen Lakeland was Knucklemania 1.
Yeah, that was actually, I remember watching, actually just popped up on my timeline a little bit ago of me, how excited I was for that event, driving there, and I went live in my car going there. And man, just to see what we've done since then till now is just amazing.
Wow. It's incredible, isn't it? It really is. I mean, the exponential growth that this company has had since a certain point, because at one point I was amazed at where we were within the company that we could actually have a big marquee event like Knucklemania, and that was just one of those situations. I mean, it almost kind of felt Vince McMahon-esque. You know how he kind of put all his eggs into one basket with WrestleMania as a marquee event to sell professional wrestling to the masses. I kind of feel that Dave Feldman was in that same boat, that he was selling bare knuckle fighting to the masses with a marquee event, and it paid off like gangbusters, bro.
You know it. And with that said, we actually have the main man himself in the waiting room. So let's
Yes.
bring him on in. The animal,
Ah.
Travis
What's going on?
Thompson.
What's up,
Oh,
brothers? How you
What's
doing?
up?
oh,
How you guys doing?
my heart. My heart has always done so good when the animal is in the room.
Dude,
I'm
my man.
telling you, man.
I love seeing you guys. I just want to, before we get started, I want to show everybody where we're at.
Nice.
I'm in Hudson, Florida tonight. I'm here
Oh,
at Smith
Smith
Brothers
Brothers.
Gym.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here's my brother right here.
Oh
We got Kevin Smith
no.
right here.
What's
That's
up,
what's
Kev?
up. Yo,
Kevin, put on your fucking shoes, man.
Who's that? Josh Sanchez with him?
no, you can't. Look at that. This is a mat. You don't put shoes on a mat.
He's not on the mat. He's sitting in a chair.
Yeah, now he's not. No, that's because he's doing class. Dude, he's been working all day. Leave him be. Leave him be.
He defends him. I can understand that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Getting
Kevin's
the
had
final
me.
cut in now. Getting the fucking animal. That's what's up, brother. I'm getting the final cut in now for weight, so I'm good to go. I'm fucking strong. I'm hungry. I'm ready to fucking tear it up on Friday. I can't wait.
How you feeling, brother? I know you're always feeling like $1,000,000, and I know that you move 1,000,000 miles an hour. But seriously, man, all bullshit aside,
Strong
how you
as
feeling?
fuck. Strong as fuck. I'm hungry. You're right, Howie. It's fucking feed time. That's what I'm ready
Nice.
for. I'm hungry. I'm fucking hungry.
Nice. Nice, nice,
That's what's
nice.
up. Yeah, I know Kevin's had me in there a couple times crying, so
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to don't want to be near that gym anytime soon.
Uh,
Duffrey. What's up, Duffrey? How you doing, brother, man? We can't wait to meet you too. We can't wait to meet you too. All right, man. Now let's go ahead and let's talk brass tacks. Let's go ahead and talk about towing the line. BKFC 47, just a couple of days away. You never give us a boring fight, but you got an exciting fight coming up again because another undefeated prospect coming your way. Now let me ask you something, man. I mean, with everything that's come your way since you've been with BKFC, have you ever felt in any way like you're the gatekeeper of this promotion?
uh, I kind of do. I mean, I might even have you call me that before I come out. The gatekeeper, Travis the Animal Thompson. Because you know what? If you want to be somebody, you gotta get through me.
Nice.
If not, get the fuck back in line. I think it's a little too young, a little too early for Ryan. I like Ryan. Ryan's a great dude. He's a great friend of mine. But you got to realize you're fucking with the animal, and I'm hungry as fuck. I'm not gonna lay down for no motherfucker. I'm coming 100 miles per hour. I don't quit. I go all day, every day. I love this shit, and it's gonna show on Friday. I hope he can last through what he's gonna fucking come out of.
God, how can you not love spending time with this guy, Tony? I'm going to tell you, I know that I never give you a chance to speak, but I never shut the fuck up anyway, so I'm not really
Nah, you're
going to
good.
worry about it so much. But seriously, man, how can you not get excited? I mean, you know, this man, Travis, we bled the same blood in the same mud. We've been in the same situation to where we've been there since day fucking one. We've had our trials, we've had our tribulations, but in the end, you and I both know, you and I are part of a very, very select few that really understand about what we're really doing here is that we're building something. We're
Yeah,
building a dynasty. We're building a fucking sport. I mean, how many people get an opportunity from an announcer's position, from a DJ's position, from a fighter's position, any position that you got? How many of them can actually say that you are part of building a sport from the ground up for the first time? Not too many.
yeah, exactly. It's a once in a lifetime thing. And to be honest with you, I love it when people call me an OG and everything. I mean, I don't feel that way, but I mean, then I see the other guys that come in. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here. You don't belong in my sport.
You were an OG though. You were an OG. You
Yeah,
don't think that seriously? You don't think that I don't remember the first weigh-in? You weren't
Uh,
exactly the outspoken
I got it
animal the first
on
weigh-in,
right
man. You were
here.
docile just like the rest of us. We didn't know what was happening.
I thought it was really cool. My most memorable part of it was when Junior, he came up to me after the fight and he thanked me. I was like, for what? He said, I mean, you remember that night everybody was getting knocked out. Everything was getting stopped. Everyone was done
Yep.
like in the first, no
Yep.
problem. Junior came up to me. He
Mm-hmm.
gave me a hug. He's like, dude, thank you so much. I said, for what? I fucking lost. He's like, dude, you fucking put on an amazing fucking show. And I told my
I did.
dad, I said, if anyone's gonna fucking do it, it's gonna be Travis. And I greatly appreciate for Junior to say something to me like that really meant a lot. You know, the Feldmans mean a lot to me. I mean, dude, all you guys do. So I appreciate just seeing you guys, to be honest with you. I love coming to the events. Uh, I love being on every fucking card. And I know you guys love having me on the card because you know every time I'm on there, it's going to be a show. I
Every
don't
time.
disappoint. I won't disappoint.
Yeah, definitely. You always bring the pressure, always coming forward, which is what I love about you, bringing that animal instinct to hunt and take your prey down, like I like to say. Um, so going into this week's fight, uh, what have you been doing this past couple days to get ready?
Just what I always do, killing myself all day, every day. That's all I do. All I do is try to put myself through fucking hell. You guys know Keon.
Yep.
Keon,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he tells me, he's like, dude, you gotta fucking rest. You gotta fucking rest. You gotta relax. I don't know how to do that. I'm fucking 40 years old and I still have more energy than most of these fucking 20-year-olds. I don't stop. Don't want to stop. Don't know how to stop. I won't stop. I love it. I fucking enjoy the entire process. The one thing that sucks is the weight cut, but I still, welcome that with open arms every time.
Beautiful,
Yeah,
man.
I can understand that because it's always been the same with you, Travis.
Yeah.
I mean, we usually, in any sense, when you see either the progression or the decline of a bare knuckle fighter with BKFC, you've seen them progress, but you've also seen them fall short. You've also seen a decline at the same time. We've never seen that with you. We've never seen when Travis Thompson steps in between the ropes, toes the line, the bell rings, we're ready to fucking go. We have always see you hungry for the fight. Now, regardless of the W or the L, I'm gonna be honest with you. With your attitude, with your instinct of what you bring there, I know that the W's are what matter. But in my opinion, outside looking in, I want to be entertained one way or another by you, and I never
Oh,
have to worry. I never have to worry about that with you. Never.
I appreciate it. Now, look, here's the thing. I also know it's a business, so that's why I do what I do. If you see me at every fucking fight, I have a suit on. I have a show before the fight. I have a show during the fight. Then after the fight, I go outside, fucking autographs. I try to talk to every fucking person in the arena. Like, it's my job. I love it. I enjoy the whole fucking process. And here's the thing. Could I have beaten people easier? Yeah, I could have. I don't want to. I don't want to go out there and knock someone out right away. That's boring as fuck. I expect my friends, my family that come or that watch it on TV, I want to give them a fucking show. I love it. I love going out afterwards. Man, I fucking can't believe you did that. That's fucking crazy. How the fuck can you handle it? I love this shit. It hurt.
Oh. I
Yeah,
completely
definitely.
Dude, seriously, Tony,
Yeah.
I was just thinking about something with the animal. I had to bring this up and everything because I just remember this. I don't know if you remember. I think it was a Miami show. It had to have been a Miami show. If you remember, we were out partying afterwards, and if you remember my nurse friend who was hanging around us, now he's all dressed to the nines in his three-piece suit, and my nurse friend, she has this weird OCD thing about she kept wanting to clean his wounds while he was at the after party. She kept coming up to him saying, like, let me put something on that. Let me treat you somehow. Let me do something. I can't have you leaking all over the place like you are. She had that maternal instinct towards you.
I had blood all over my suit. Like, I don't fucking care. Right? It's like, no, I can't. You're bleeding all over, but who gives a fuck? No, I don't give. I can give two fucks. I remember the very first one. The surgeon was putting stitches in my face. He's like, "Oh, I gotta numb you up first." I said, "What the fuck? You gotta numb me up first?" I was like, "I got punched in the face a fucking 100 times. I think we're numb enough." He put stitches in my face. I was talking to him the entire time. He couldn't believe it. He's like, "Yeah, it's the first time I've ever put stitches in someone's fucking face without numbing them up first." I said, "Cool." I was like, "I enjoyed it. Thanks."
That's the animal, Tony.
Yeah, that's definitely the animal that, like we said, that hunting instinct coming out of him. So, how do you see this fight coming with your next, since you are the animal, your next prey, Ryan Reber?
Ryan
What do you see coming out?
Well, what I always do, I'm gonna bring pressure. I'm gonna dance around the entire fucking ring. I dance around. I take steps backwards. I get the entire ring. Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to go straight at the motherfucker. I'm going to go at him. I'm going to give him pressure, and we're going to see if he takes. That's what I always do. That's what I will always do. I don't know how to dance. I don't know how to fucking step back. You'll see some angles and shit, but you'll always see going forward.
Now, I know you're not from Florida, but do you consider Florida your second home pretty much since you're always here training?
Absolutely. I love it here. Whenever I have a fight, I love coming to Florida. You know that? I see you guys are at Mac Shop all the time.
Yep.
I'm going to tour to pizza. I'm always with Keon. I see Thurman. I'm hanging out with him. I do a lot in Florida. I love Florida. Where I want to be.
No,
But,
you're absolutely. Yeah.
Before we go any further, I would like to wish my son a happy birthday.
Please,
Oh.
please. He did it today. He did it today. I mean, you got the opportunity on the Bare Knuckle show with Brian Socha this morning, but please, Travis, If you got to do it again, let's make 2 times a charm.
I love it. I would love to sing it again to my son because he might actually be watching because it's late. So
Hell yeah.
So TJ, this is for you, son. I love you, buddy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear TJ. Happy birthday to you. I love you, son. Big 14 tomorrow, buddy. I can't wait to come home and see you when I get home. I'm gonna be guy out for you, buddy boy. I love you, bud.
I know, Tony. Right? Never.
Make my
there
DJ
always
not-
needs to be a vuvuzela. No, there always needs to be a vuvuzela present.
Another one. Happy birthday to the little animal.
Yeah,
TJ, I think I actually recorded a happy birthday for you one year. I believe it was one year that I did it for TJ, if I'm not mistaken, Travis. You had me do a happy birthday announcement to him. I do believe that I did that for him. I think I'm right on that.
I believe. He's a little man. He's not the. He takes care of his sister. Takes care of his mom. Yeah, he's helping.
Did we lose him?
Oh, looks like we lost him a little bit.
But
There he
You're
goes.
back.
There he goes. There he goes. He's walking around a little bit, but I mean,
he's
honestly,
sorry about that.
It's that
No, it's not-
Hudson
no,
Wi-Fi.
no, it's not Hudson Wi-Fi. You need to tell Kevin Smith to pay his Wi-Fi bill. Then maybe it might come in later. It's Kevin. It's all Kevin, man.
It was my wife. My wife was calling. My wife was calling. I hung up. So that's what. My son's always
What's up,
taking
Joe?
care of everybody and everything. He's a good boy. That's what he does. He's not the animal. My daughter, she's the little animal. She looks like my wife, but she's a little terror, man. That girl, she's tough. She kicks my ass. She dropped me before I fought, I think it was David Morgan. So before I went down to Florida, we got into an argument about something. She punched me right in the nuts and dropped me. And my son is standing over top of me. He's like, how could that happen? I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, your daughter dropped you and you're going to go fight a grown man? I was like, shut up, dude. I said, one day your nuts are going to drop and you're going to
Wow. Truth bomb right there. I guarantee you that, man.
Those kids are my world, man. My wife and kids can't wait to go home, but I got to take care of business on Friday. I want to thank my man Kevin over here. He
Oh,
helped me out a
God.
lot.
Go away.
Stop, leave him be. No, he helped me out a lot. It's always an open invitation for me to come here. I enjoy that. Right now I'm only like 35, 40 minutes away. So, it's nice. I'm right in between. I'm staying in Tampa right now with my buddy Aaron Klinglaw. I stay with him, so I go to St. Pete's in the morning, do all my training with Keon. Sometimes I go back there at night, do some more workouts. But today I got to come to Hudson and do my PM workout.
Yeah, shout out to him
2 days
too.
every day. 2 days every day, man. That's how I roll.
I was gonna say definitely shout out to him too, and I'm sure you will catch his logo on the Smith Brothers bus this week.
Absolutely.
No, you got that right. But man, let me go ahead. Oh God, I was watching the Bare Knuckle show today, and I swear this is gonna end up becoming like you're gonna have a cult following for that sit down that you had with Brian Sosha. We just really saw the animal kind of unload and show how creative he can be, in front of the camera and behind the mic. Now remind me, is it T. Ravis?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's Brian. David Feldman, and I'm T. Ravis because I'm actually.
No, but you said that with zero pause.
No pause.
I'm talking to Brian.
No.
So
Here's the thing, dude. If you get with me,
oh
and you're
my
talking
God,
shit,
that's so.
I'm a very good shit talker. I love shit talking. I've been shit talking my entire fucking life. I've been fighting my entire life. I told them, I'd tell you the same thing. Dude, I was fighting when I was a little boy. I'd fight with my dad, like a grown man. Like I'd have swinging matches with my dad. So if he couldn't kick my ass, what makes a kid my age think he could do it? And it never happened. I always put people the fuck in their place. I didn't care.
So would that make me T. Ani?
What's that?
What is it? Oni? Is that my name now?
No, Tone.
Tone.
No. That's what I said. It's from Seinfeld. Hunky, Tony. Hey. No, and I'm Jeffafa because I got the extra F. I'm Jeffafa.
No, you're Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Oh, fuck you,
Jeffrey.
Travis.
Houston.
Fuck you, Travis. Fuck
Mr.
that, you guys.
Mr. Light. Where what?
Mr. Worldwide.
Oh man, look at this. The awesome threesome back in action, man. I swear
ready.
every
I'm
time
ready
that
for
we get
fucking
together,
war.
whether we're in person or whether we're on a Wi-Fi connection, we never skip a beat, and I love that shit.
can't.
But
I
that's the
love it.
BKFC family.
Yep.
That's the BKFC
right.
family. Now, Travis, I know for a fact that you're in a situation to where you feel that, you know, the time that you put in and with everything like that, I get it, bro. I absolutely get
off.
it. You know, what it's about is that it is going to pay off. It's going to pay off for all of us. But you know, the thing about it is that sometimes we have to look inwards at ourselves and say to ourselves, the fact that it has not happened on our time kind of shows something about us, because it's weird how life works, because all of this shit happens when it happens. And I honestly believe with the time that you put in, the time I have, everything will pay off exactly as it's supposed to stay if we stay the course. And I know that you're going to stay the course. I know for a fact that you're going to stay the course.
I love this shit. You know that. I love it.
I know you do.
And the funny part is I'm the only fucking fighter that BKFC has that probably busts Feldman's balls as much as he busts everyone else's. And I think that's why he keeps me around, because I kind of keep him on his toes.
Oh, he loves it, man. He loves it. You get the opportunity to do that. See, I haven't had the opportunity that you have because you're a Pennsylvania dude, okay? You're a Pottstown dude. So you've had the opportunity to know Dave, and you also knew Dave's father on top of that. You know, I mean, you were practically a family man. So, you know, you put in your time to get your ribs back as much as he gives you. See, I haven't put in the time that you have, so I'm not quite there. But I know at one point, you know, I'm gonna give it as much as he dishes it out. Everything. It's just a question of time, like anything else, right, bro? I mean, you know him better than I do.
Absolutely. It's respect. You know, you give the respect, you do all that shit, but when he throws at you, you gotta give it back.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, especially Junior. He's every single show. He's always getting on me.
So see, that's the thing. I knew Junior when he was a kid. I knew Junior used to be the president of my fan club. So when I was a pro boxer, oh my God, I remember when he was a fucking teenager, dude. So like he was my man. You know, I would see him every day at fucking practice. I love that kid, man. I remember there was a time when that kid was actually shorter than me, believe it or not. There was a time. He's a great young man now. Great father, great man. Yeah, I'm very proud of the guy. Not that means much, but, you know, I know his dad's fucking proud of him. His grandfather's proud of him. I know everyone's proud of that kid. You know, I've watched the kid grow up. It's amazing to see.
He is, definitely. His position as COO has just been unbelievable. It really has. The guy has gravitated towards the business. And, you know, I mean, you know, unfortunately, the one thing that I've seen, and I've seen this, I've been in this combat sports world for 20 years. The one thing that I've definitely seen is that sometimes that there is a degree of separation that happens over time when you become more professional, when you become more ingrained. You know, you dig into the promotion kind of like a tick digs in. So the further in you dig in, you gotta separate the emotion that you were able to show. See, we got so much more emotion from Junior at the beginning when we started because it was so much more family oriented. And now that it's becoming the way it is, there's still a family level on it, but there is much more valid professional face that's put forward towards the company because there's so much more on the line now than there was at the beginning.
Yep, I got you. But enough of that bullshit. Let's talk about me fighting.
Leave it up to the animal to get us back on track. Fucking A, man. Tony, take it over, brother.
You didn't bring me on to fucking talk about the fucking Feldmans. That's my job. That's what I'm
Woo.
Yeah, talking about fighting. We know you have this fight coming up, obviously, this week. And not to jump past that,
Don't ask. Don't bother. You're
No,
waiting.
no, I'm not. It's not. I'm not. I'm not going to ask you who you want next. What I was going to ask is, out of all the fights that you've had in your whole entire, career of going back 15 years now, is there anyone that you would like to rematch that you might have had a great fight with, or possibly lost, or lost to, or anybody? Is there anybody that you ever wanted to rematch?
Absolutely, I do. I'm only focused on Ryan. I can answer that later time for you. I don't want to think about that shit right now. I know there's
Understood.
a couple of them. There's a couple of them. But I want Ryan on my shot. That's what I got to take care of business. That's all I'm focused on right now. That's the one
Don't
thing.
look past for what's in front of you.
Like,
Yep.
Tony knows. Like I'm at Matt's, and Kelly was getting me out boating and doing all that shit to go fishing. I'm here to work.
Yep.
Job.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw Ryan was out fishing. Good. You're right. I don't rest. I rest after I take care of business. I'll rest when I'm dead. I don't give a fuck.
That's true, man. I seen you just last week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago there, training on the GNAT, and seen you on the damn, or in that damn ice bucket, and I still haven't done it. What is some things that I guess Matt has been training with you that you can see that's going to help you for this fight?
It's all the mentality. So the ice plunge and all that. That's all mental. Yeah, it's fucking cold. So what? Everything you fucking do is hard. All you have to do is realize it, accept it, and fucking deal with it. Guess what? It sucks when you first get in, but it sucks just as bad when you're fucking 3 minutes in there. If you
Yeah.
fucking bitch and moan about it, by the time you're fucking done bitching, guess what? It's already been your 3 minutes. Just fucking shut the fuck up and quit the door. That's what I do with everything. I don't never fucking bitch and moan when I'm in the fucking room. I fucking cool. I don't give a fuck. You enjoy it, enjoy the pain, enjoy the pressure, and fucking take care of it.
Like
So,
always,
Tony,
just like you always do.
funnest interview that we have. I mean, I know how often do we have a situation where we have a guest that puts us back on track? We're usually the ones that have to take a second.
Never
and say,
happened.
okay, let's stop talking about that shit and focus on the person who's here in the first fucking place. Let's talk about him. Let's talk about his fight. Let's talk about what he wants to fucking talk about. I
The
love it.
difference between me and most of the other guys is that they have to worry about what they say. I don't give a fuck. Love me or hate me. I really don't give a fuck either way. You're always going to get a genuine person. A lot of other people, they got to say the right things. They got to do the right things. I'm always going to do me. I'm always going to do what I think is right. And whether you like it or not, that's on you. But I'm always going to be a genuine person.
The real article. What you see is what you get. Fuck
That's
yeah.
how I've always been. There's
I just
something said behind people's backs. If you've heard it from somebody else, you probably already heard it from me.
I just noticed that you're missing a piece of ice there, buddy.
Oh, it's in my car. It's so we can show Dave Feldman's fucking license plate.
Oh, look at him. He's walking with a purpose. He is. Be careful out there. Kevin chose a gym in a very sketchy neighborhood.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Tony gave me that. Thank you, brother.
He turned it into an air freshener.
And there's the plate.
KFC.
He didn't even show that to Sosha. Oh my God, that just shows how badass Bones to Domes truly is. Hell yeah.
For Feldman, like, motherfucker, you're the reason why I can't get that. I said, yep.
He's got that on his rear view mirror. How the fuck do you not knock yourself out while you're driving? You take a left or a right turn, man, and it's BKFC in the ditch. Wow.
Right. That's how I got my tattoo.
So I want to ask you,
God.
how did you get the nickname The Animal?
So
obviously, we know you're an animal.
Do you know how long I've had that name?
How long? Let's hear it.
I think I was either 13 or 14 years old. I got that in wrestling because, like I said, growing up, I grew up kind of tough where I always got fucked with, and that's just a fucking home. But even when I wrestled, I would never quit. The same way I am in the ring is the same way I was when I wrestled. That's how I do. I always give everything 100%. I fucking balls to the wall. I would fucking beat the shit out of people when I wrestled. Like, that's just the way I was. I was the dirtiest motherfucker.
Look at the blonde hair, Jeff Houston. Are we bringing that back anytime
We
soon?
we don't need to see that. There are certain things I'm going to tell you. There are certain things that are better in the past. We don't need to bring up that part of the past. I'm sick of everybody saying, why the hell did BKFC hire the Hunger Games announcer? I don't want that anymore.
That's funny.
Now I know your logo is obviously the bulldog. Is that the animal of your choosing? Like I'm an alligator. What's your favorite animal?
That's what it would be. It would be the bulldog. That's me. So growing up, actually, my favorite animal was a great white shark.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
But I'm a fucking bulldog because bulldogs are typically little guys, but they're also ones that you don't want to fuck with. Kind of like a pit bull.
And they always look hungry, they're always slobbering and ready at the mouth to just attack that next victim.
Actually, watch me working out and shit. I'm usually slobbering like a fucking
Tony, take that shit off the wall. Take it off the wall. God,
dude,
I want to see
that. You got to relive it, Jeff.
Well, you didn't even ask me what my favorite animal was. Fuck you, man.
There you go. It's probably it's probably a llama or something.
No, mine is
bingo.
Yeah, a llama.
Nope, my favorite animal is the poison dart frog.
Okay.
It's a weird animal to understand, but if you touch it, it'll kill you, and it's also one of those defense animals to where its natural prey, if it eats it, it's going down with the motherfucking ship. It's beautiful, it's deadly, and if you fuck with it, it'll take you down too.
Oh, that's cool.
I know it's weird and it's kind of effeminate, but fuck that.
Yeah.
Poison dart frog every day.
I'm sorry, you guys. I gotta head out because I still gotta drive back.
No. You got work to do, brother. Don't you dare apologize to us. But before you go, Travis, we're going to give you a second. Give your shout-outs. Give your thank yous. You got your happy birthday out of the way. Your time, brother.
I appreciate that, you guys. First, I want to thank you guys for having me on. I want to thank everybody involved with BKFC. Thanks for letting me be on another one. This is number 10 for me. I probably still have another 50 left in. I want to thank my family. I feel bad for my wife and my kids because, they're holding the fort down by themselves. But I love you guys and miss you guys. I'll be home next week. Can't wait to see you guys. I want to thank all my sponsors that helped me to make this a part of, to help me so I can come to camp in Florida. All you guys, without every single one of you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this. And we're going to be victorious because of you guys. I thank every one of you for everything that you've done to help me put myself in this position. It's not just my goal. It's a team goal, and I appreciate all of you. And we're going to be victorious because of it. Thank you all. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in also.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for coming on, brother. We'll see you. Jeff will see you tomorrow. I will see you Thursday at the weigh-ins. Catch you then, brother. Be safe.
Take care, you guys. Thanks a lot. You too.
All right.
Thank you.
Peace.
Why did the last thing that we? No! I don't need to see. Jesus.
He's my brother.
That's my grandpa right there. It's my grandpa.
Fight too. You guys.
My work grandpa.
We did not need to see that, Travis. We did not need to see that. I see enough of Kevin Smith as it is, man. I don't need to see that. Yeah, go ahead, everybody. Go ahead and get your barbs in. Get your shit going. Saying that a poison arrow dart frog is my favorite for animal. I don't give a shit. I mean, like I said, it's not manly, but it'll kill your ass. That's all you need to know.
Hell yeah, they got little
fun
spots
stuff,
on them and
Tony.
stuff.
Fun
as
stuff,
always.
Tony.
That's our.
When do we not have? When do we not have a good interview with him? I mean, seriously, Even at the BKFC 46 watch party at Torta Pizza, not only was he the first guy to show up, but he's one of the last ones to leave. He was there having a good time. He was there, signing autographs, taking pictures. I mean, he is as brass tacks as a real dude. But you and I are that real article. I mean, what you see is what you get. We're not going to be anyone that we're not supposed to be, and we're not going to be put in a box that somebody else wants us to be in. This is us, for better or for worse, and he's the same way.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm so excited about seeing him fight again this week. He put on a hell of a show last time against David. So, I can't wait to see
David,
what he's
David.
got. I can't wait to see.
I'm quoting him.
I definitely can't wait to see him against Ryan this week, and to see what Ryan's gonna do with his undefeated record and see if he brings that same pressure that the animal brings.
I don't think he has a choice. I don't think he has I don't think he has a choice because he knows what he's coming up against. He's not coming up against a guy who changes midstream. Travis is Travis, and Travis knows that if he changes up midstream, Travis is at least smart about the fact knowing that if he decides to change midstream in a fight, there's a possibility that the fight may not go the way he wants as far as it being competitive and entertaining. So that's why I don't think that we're going to see too much of a difference unless the only difference that I see from Travis is if he decides to put his foot on the gas that much more this time.
Yeah, and like he just said, I mean, he definitely wants to bring the pressure, but he also doesn't want to knock you out in the first round or in the first couple seconds. He wants to tear you apart, like his favorite animal, the gray white, or his old favorite animal, should I say?
Hey. Everybody that was on here, I'm the only one who's actually seen 40 of them in person. I'm the only one who's actually been been this far away from a great white shark, and I still no scratches, no dents in the fenders and everything, and I'm here to tell you that is a fish that demands our respect.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't do that. That's one of the things I would never do is go shark diving, should I say.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad, man.
I have swam with a hammerhead in it was somewhere in Orlando. They had like this shark swimming tank that or not shark, but it was a aquatic, swimming tank that you could swim with fishes and stuff. And they had a little hammerhead in there, but I wasn't really worried about that. But a great white, I'm definitely not messing with those.
You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised how docile. I mean, it is still an apex predator. Let's be honest with ourselves. It is an apex predator. It is the apex predator of the ocean as of right now, with the exception of the sperm whale, because honestly, a sperm whale is a carnivorous mammal, so it would be considered the apex predator as far as size. But the great white, man, I'm going to tell you, man, the minute that they bite on that cage, which they always do, and then they realize that it's not flesh, bone, and tendons that they're biting into, they're still interested, and they still kind of, they're territorial. But they're not making an effort like in Jaws or in whatever else other movie that you saw that a great white has to get in the cage and has to eat you. They don't work that way. They absolutely do not work that way. And, that's why I think that more people, if they had the opportunity to go shark cage diving and see what amazing animals they were, they wouldn't be as scared. I
will just leave that up to you. I am not going to take that chance.
Look. I could try to sell this to you until I'm blue in the face, as blue as this can. It's still not going to happen, is it? No. I stay
out of the ocean just for that reason. I don't. I might go in for 5 minutes, but there's too many things that we still don't know about the ocean, and I am not taking those chances. I mean,
hey, I'm still
too
here.
many crazy animals. No,
hey,
I'm good.
I'm still here, and I'm an annoying motherfucker. Okay,
I'll stay in the pool.
All right, man. Well, let's start talking about BKFC 47 coming your way at the BKFC app this Friday. It's going to be going down at the RP Funding Center once again, the home of BKFC Knucklemania 1. What an amazing show that was. So to come back to the RP Funding Center is special. is certainly special for us, and it's
Definitely.
more special because we've got a main event that I think is going to melt the face off of our traditional BKFC fans. I think it's going to melt the face off of our new BKFC fans. We have got Dave the Redneck Mundell defending the BKFC World Middleweight Championship against the former interim BKFC World Light Heavyweight Champion, and ready to get back in the saddle and give some bones to domes, Mike the Marine Richmond. Jesus Christ, Tony, just that one alone is just wow. It's fun stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see both of them go at it. I mean, we see what Dave did in his last fight. We see what Mike almost completed, 99% completed until that crazy shot by Lorenzo
It was 10
Hunt.
seconds. It was 10 fucking seconds. But that's all it takes. And those of you who are BKFC fans, loyal BKFC fans, you've been watching us long enough to know that this is how the sport works. Your virtues can turn on you in 10 seconds. They can turn on you less than that. That's how quick and how amazing this sport is. Because you watch boxing, you watch MMA, your fortunes take a little bit longer in order for the tide to turn 100% in the other person's way. Bare knuckle fighting, second. Can happen in a blink of an eye.
And just like that, that's exactly what happened. But we're going to see Mike come back down to his normal fighting weight, I believe, and try to come and take that belt off of the redneck in his hometown.
Yeah, you think he's going to be? You think that Mike is going to feel comfortable at his original fighting weight at 175? I mean, because he's beefed up so many times. Do you think that Tony, that he has this mental projection of anywhere from 185 to 205, that maybe he's actually found his stride there? Or do you think that he's going to be that much more comfortable back at his original fighting weight, which has been a while since he fought at 175?
No, I think, since in his whole career, I mean, he's fought as low as I think as 135 and it's gone all the way up to 185. So he knows how to adjust. He knows what he has to do to go in there. We just have to see if he can go in there and do what he needs to do against against Mundell, who is a heavy hitter, and hopefully they're gonna go at it. Mike comes to bring. He's gonna be coming with strategic punches and body shots that he loves to throw, and come in there with that just the patience that he has. So that's what I see from him. And Mundell, he's definitely blown up and definitely changed his fighting skills, should I say, since even 3 fights ago. He's way much better fighter. Not to say that he wasn't, but he's a champ for a reason. And he's gonna have to go in there and Mike's gonna have to give him his all to try to take him out. So we'll see what happens this Friday night.
It's interesting because it's Dave Mundell's first title defense. And you always wonder what kind of headspace a fighter is in his first title defense, because you go from being the hunter to the hunted. It's a 180 shift on exactly where you stand within the company. So you always wonder what kind of headspace this is. Now, Dave Mundell is a pretty, steadfast guy, he has not changed his stripes since the moment that I've met him. He keeps his stripes the same color from moment one to moment done. So he's a consistent dude. But, Mike is also one of those guys who's consistent as well. But Mike has also learned throughout his BKFC career to adapt to pressure cooker situation. Now, what happened at Knucklemania 3 was not a pressure cooker situation. It was the tide turning with just one flawed movement. That's all it was. It was one flawed movement.
Centimeter open.
That's all it was. That's all it was. So therefore, it's not something that he should feel bad about, even though looking back on, you're like, oh, that's all it took to do it? Oh man, I must have done something wrong. In that sense, no, it wasn't that situation at all. That right there shows that every fighter that comes here is not infallible, that they are prone to mistakes. That's exactly how it works. We're just not used to seeing a turnaround victory that quickly.
And that's why, he is the juggernaut and a two-time champ. He can turn a tide that quickly, and a lot of our fighters can, and I'm sure a lot of our fighters are going to be doing that this week. I see a lot of could be upsets. This card is stacked from top to
It
bottom.
really is. It
So
really is.
let's go
look
on
at
to our co-main. Yeah, I was gonna
Yes,
say let's go
sir.
on to our co-main. Jared Warren versus Josh Dyer, a rematch. So this fight I see could be, as well as the main event. Another fight of the night candidate. We might have, we might have 2 or 3 fight of the night on this
We've got
card.
a few.
I don't know. Yeah, I
We've got
don't
a few.
know how Dave's going to be giving out this award, because this card, like I said, is stacked from the weigh-ins all the way up, even with
And we
the
got
2
10
girl
fights.
fights we have.
We've
Yep.
only got 10 fights. I mean, honestly, it's a light card in comparison to others because usual BKFC fans. Oh, speaking of BKFC fans, Corey Rivera, a lot of you who are in the comments section, you could take a page out of Corey Rivera's book. He has been actively commenting throughout the entire show. So Corey Rivera from Mr. Live Worldwide and DJ Tony, we both thank you for being vocal, for being in the comment section and letting us know how you feel about each and everything. See, look at that. I mean, he hasn't even said thank you for that, and he continues to let us know about how he feels about the card. That is exactly the involvement that we want here on Bones to Domes podcast. We want you guys to chime in with whatever you want to say about everything. You're welcome, brother. Don't you worry about that. But you're absolutely right, Tony. But here's the interesting thing about this fight. Number one, it's for the interim BKFC World Light Heavyweight Championship. Yep. So opportunity there. Number two, it's a rematch, but the way and the headspace and the basically the experience that now these two fighters have under their belt, because the first time that they met was actually their respected debut within BKFC. So they're completely different fighters now. So that leads me to believe that we are going to see a very different fight on Friday than we saw so many years ago.
Yeah, for sure. We had on Jared Warren for the watch party, and he let us know that he's ready for this. He's ready to take this belt and then go on to the next level and try to take the belt from Lorenzo Hunt. So it's going to be very, very exciting fight. And like you said, it was both their first fight. So they both are way different fighters. Jared's obviously had way more fights in BKFC. Then Josh Dyer. I believe Josh is going on his 4th fight. I think he's 2-1, correct?
Yep, that's absolutely right. He's been on tear. He's been on a tear. He's feeling good. We've seen him at the past couple of BKFC events. He was actually at the last BKFC event with us. He looks good. He looks healthy. He looks strong. He's definitely both of these two guys. Either one of these guys could be a poster child as far as what the quintessential bare knuckle fighter should look like with BKFC. They're both, like I said, they're both athletic. They're both in very, very good headspace, and they're both coming off of good wins, and it's just going to be a very competitive fight. I can't wait for that. But another interesting one that's coming up is going to be the feature fight, where we've got the debuting Seth Schaefer, who has picked up championship gold from another bare knuckle organization, who's going to be making his BKFC debut against a guy who I believe is on an absolute upward trajectory towards championship gold, and that's Brandon Superman Allen. I'm like, wow. I mean, I understand that we want to give our newcomers to the squared circle the best competition that they can, but Brandon Allen is a tall order for anybody coming in, and I don't care what kind of bare knuckle experience that you have outside of the squared circle. The feel, the pace, and everything about the squared circle with BKFC is completely different from everything else.
Yeah, exactly. He's on a 3-win winning streak with BKFC, going against, like you said, Seth. Coming in for his first fight with us. I believe he has a multi-fight deal, so he's gonna try to come and try to make a big impression and let everyone know that he's here to stay. But then with Brandon Allen, he, like I said, he's a number 3 featherweight in right now, so he is definitely going to be bringing the pressure and doing what he always does, and slip and slide and get in and out, and coming trying to get the knockout like he did his last fight against Trevor Loken. So
But an
it's
interesting thing about Brandon Allen, Tony, is that we've seen Brandon Allen inside the pressure cooker. We
yeah,
know what that looks like on Brandon Allen. And Brandon Allen is the guy who can actually handle the pressure cooker. And that right there is a big testament to our BKFC fighters, are the ones who have been tested, the ones who have had that baptism under fire, the ones who have been put in harm's way, and they may not have gotten the W on it, but they were able to get that bare knuckle IQ that they didn't have before. Because I still say that there's even a victory, even a loss, even losing, because there is that knowledge that you gain. There is that knowledge that you gain about it. You know, unfortunately, not everyone can be Luis Palomino. Not everyone can
exactly.
be Lorenzo the Juggernaut Hunt and just be on a tear throughout their respected divisions and absolutely destroy the competition left and right. You know, that takes a very, very special, once-in-a-lifetime athlete to do that. And we want to let all the BKFC fighters know that opportunity is there for you, but you can't hold yourself on a comparative basis from the top on that, because it just doesn't work that way. We are different people. We have different ways of how we conduct our life inside the ring and outside the ring. The only thing that you can do, from my perspective, since I've been here since day one, is that you can give it your all when you're out there. This is not a sport of feeling out. This is not a sport to where you just sit back and you get on your bike. This is a sport to where you toe the line, you get in someone's face, and you fight, and you fight, and you fucking fight. And I'm telling you, man, that's where you start making the money. That's where you start making the fans. That's what fans want to see. We don't want to see, complete technicality play out. Technical skills completely play out, because the problem with that is that we end up having a stalemate, and nobody likes having a stalemate in a fight, because, Tony, nothing's resolved then.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't see that fight going, or shoot, as stacked as this card is, I don't see any of those fights going that way. Especially
Neither do
after
I.
everybody watching, that last event. It's I'm sure Senior's gonna have that talk with everybody and get on everybody and fire them up in the back like he always does.
Always does.
And I see everybody bringing it. I mean, we always have good fights in our, I'd say Tampa Bay area, since
It
Lakeland
happens,
is
Kelly. It
kind of
happens.
close. So it's definitely going to be, I see everybody bringing pressure. Even like I said, even in our we have two women's fights coming
I
up
know.
on
I'm
this
I'm
card too.
pumped about that. We got
I
Martina
can't wait for
Kroll
both.
coming back. We got
Yes,
Martina Kroll coming back, and she's coming up against Gabrielle Roman. And I think
yes,
that right there is going to be a very interesting fight, because Martina Kroll is kind of an oddity in the women's division, because, she's fighting at the weight class she has, but she's so tall. She's like
yes.
5'8". She's a tall, lanky, and the power that she generates. And also the fact that, in her camp on her side, she's got Hitman 187 Joe Elmore basically helping her through the bare knuckle waters. So having someone on her side like Joe Elmore in her corner can only be a good thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. She's got one of the best, if not the best, jab in the whole entire BKFC.
Length.
That first
Length.
fight, yeah, that first fight she put on, amazing performance. And but also, like you said, Roman Gabrielle, she had an amazing first fight too.
She had a great
Everyone,
first fight. She had a
everyone
great first
thought,
fight.
and I won't lie, everyone thought, her coming in last minute, that she was just going to get fed to the wolves, and she had an amazing, amazing performance that she put on. I can't wait to watch that fight. I can't wait to.
Would she come in 5 days notice? I think it was
Yeah,
like
five. I
five
think it was
days
5 days
notice.
notice. She didn't even. She didn't even have shorts when she got there. She wasn't.
That's
She
right.
wasn't even ready. I remember we had to run and find her some shorts. But here she is already back on the card, ready to show everyone what she can do. Another,
Right there.
New Jersey native. So shout outs to that.
Oh yeah,
And I
she's from
can't.
Perth. She's from an interesting area in Jersey, man. She's from a fighter's town, Perth Amboy in New Jersey,
Yeah.
man. That's a fighter's town right there. Well, it's actually a big wrestling town as well. Jersey All Pro Wrestling did a whole bunch of stuff in Perth Amboy.
Yeah, so I definitely can't wait to see what she brings. We know Martina is going to be a very tough task, and I don't know. We're going to see how that goes. Martina's had like a year layoff or maybe longer,
Yeah, it has
so
been.
I
Yeah, it's
know
been a
she's
while.
going to be really hungry to get back in there and do the as her nickname is, the bully, and bully her, try to bully Roman around the ring. But also Roman brings it forward too, so I can't wait for that one. And then our other women's fight, we have the rugged beauty herself, Crystal Pittman, who we had on the show also at the watch party,
What a
coming back
sweetheart
to
she
fight
is.
against Tony Tallman. So we
Tony
haven't
Tolman,
been able.
brand new,
Yep.
brand new to the BKFC roster. And while we're doing this, I want to give a big shout out to our girl Jules, who has been
Yes.
brought on with BKFC to really start building the BKFC women's divisions. And
Yes, definitely.
I'm so happy that we have someone who is as dedicated as she is to bare knuckle fighting. She's been on both sides. Now, let's be honest, she's been on both sides of the equation, both with
Yep.
BKFC and on the other side. Let's just keep it at that. But she understands that it's all about quality, and we're bringing the quality, but she also understands that it's her opportunity to really blow up the women's divisions, because how many times, Tony, have we just seen knockdown, drag out, amazing just brawls to remember that I don't think that we'll ever forget that have taken place in women's division fights within BKFC. I could name quite a few.
I believe all of them, besides maybe one that I could remember. Where that we're straight, bones to domes, like we like to say,
Scrapping.
and
Scrapping.
just scrapping, lots of blood. And anytime, like we were saying, like I just mentioned, Crystal Pittman, anytime she's in one of those, she's always got that great smile with the blood running down her face. Hopefully, this time she won't be bleeding too much.
She
But
is so.
but
I swear, if there's anybody who is combat photogenic, oh my good luck. No, no. Well, actually, you know what? It's interesting. She's on both sides of the equation. She is undeniably, unbelievably gorgeous, and she knows that. But she
yep,
also has the combat photogenic sense to her, to where she always knows where the camera is when there's a bloody moment to be had, and she always takes advantage of that. She has very good ring generalship as far as where to be when there's a good picture to be taken in, which might freak the average person out, but for the true bare knuckle fan, when we see the rugged beauty, blood on her face, but she got a smile on her face because she just had a good time, I love it.
that's got to be every single one of her fights. I mean, if there was an award that they would give out for that, she probably would get pick of the night for every or picture of the night for every
Everyone,
fight. Like
everyone.
she's always got that bloody good stare down for the camera. Shout outs to all our cameramen, and always getting all the right angles in there.
She always knows where Lord Evan is. I
Lord
swear.
Evan Santer.
She always knows where Lord Evan is. Lord Evan was in rare form today on the Bare Knuckle show. I just love how confident he is when he's not on camera. Usually when he's on camera, he gets a little shy, and he's kind of eloquent, but he's like, yeah, I think that's what it is. But the minute that you actually just hear his voice in the background on the Bare Knuckle show with Brian Socia, it's almost like his confidence quadruples. And 5 or 6 times we see the Lord Evan shine through. I don't know what that is, Evan. We need to get you more comfortable in front of the camera, bro. I understand that your whole business is behind the camera, but come on. Personality is personality, and you got it, dude.
Definitely. We got a lot of returning fighters. Tony Murphy's coming back.
Gabriel
Fryer. Yep,
I'm,
Gabriel
I'm,
Fryer
I'm,
is coming back.
I'm
And
interested in
his opponent too, Josh Wright. That'll be a good fight too.
I'm interested in that because that's a returning fight for Josh Wright as well. Gabriel Fryer, another bare knuckle fighter who made his debut with us, and that was one hell of a fight. On top of that as well, He came over to BKFC and he realized that it's a completely different world over here. It's a completely different pace. The way that we move over here is not mirrored to anywhere else you go. I don't care what other organization that you fought for before, completely different animal. We're in the big leagues when it comes to BKFC. I think that maybe that now that he got a taste of that, I think that we're going to see more ferocity from him on this show. I really do.
Oh, definitely. He had that, unfortunately he took a loss against Bobby Taylor. Bobby Taylor brought the pressure.
He's a veteran though, man.
Yeah,
that's a tough fight for him. I'm not gonna spoon feed anybody. I don't want anybody to be given any fights to make yourself look better or whatever the fuck that is. It's just, you got to come in here and you got to fight. That's just the way that it is. He got a tough fight, but he still, he did the best that he could. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that's only going to make his teeth sharper. I truly believe that.
We got another Shift. This card is just stacked with Shift MMA fighters. Another one is Fort and Jafar Fort, and at 1-0 versus
he did a great job for us the first time. He did.
Yeah, both fighters 1-0. Fighting at I want to say 175, I believe. But like we said, this whole entire card is stacked. Can't wait for that fight as well. That's going to be ending the prelims. But yeah, those two, like I said, both 1-0, both put on good shows for their last two fights, and definitely want to see that one too.
There's just so much that we want to see from these fighters, and I think that I'm going to be honest with you, with the progression of the promotion. And as the sport of bare knuckle fighting gets the traction that it's getting now, you're going to see fighters really, really start to move more. You're going to see them start to really engage. They're going to get in the pocket. They're going to scrap. And more importantly, what I've seen, and I think that you can attest to this as well, Tony, we have seen more and more fighters get comfortable fighting dirty in the clinch. Because this is one of the this is one of the very, very few sports that is out there to where dirty boxing is not only welcomed, it's encouraged inside the clinch. What does that say, Houston, with the what?
Houston with the facts.
Oh, I like that. I had no idea what the fuck that said. I'm a 45-year-old man.
It was like a fax machine.
I'm a 45-year-old man without his glasses. I don't know what the fuck that emoji was, so sorry about that.
This is a fax machine.
But I think that we're going to start seeing smarter bare knuckle fighters over time, and that was bound to happen at one point or another. That they're really going to understand the game, and I really want to see that these same fighters, like I said, this card. That's a stacked card right there, man. Look at that. Look at that.
Definitely.
That's a stacked card from top to bottom. What I want to see from these guys is I want to see them have the natural progression within the bare knuckle fighting ranks of BKFC, but I also want them to know that this is where it is. The grass is not greener on the other side. You want to make a name for yourself. You want to be a world champion. You want the money that you feel that you've earned with the time that you put in. This is the place to do it. I mean, this is the place to do it. You want to be a star? You want to build? I mean, you actually want to build something? This is the place to do it. I don't understand what your thought process is. That we've had fighters that have felt the grass is greener on the other side. It just isn't. You have the most unique opportunity here, but unfortunately, the way that America works. You got to have money. You got to have it now. You got kids, you got bills, you got things to do. You got to do what you do with the time that you got, and I get that. Not everybody wants to wait, but if you're just a little bit more patient, I promise you, good things are going to come with you if you stay the course and you believe that this is where you were meant to be. Am I wrong, Tony? I don't think I'm wrong.
No, definitely. And I just love the way this card is stacked with so many people that have been fighting for us. For most of the fighters have at least 3 fights or more, and definitely stacked. With a bunch of local fighters. We got I believe 5 fighters from Jackson Wing Smith Brothers, 5 fighters from Shift MMA, both local Tampa Bay area gyms, and I just can't wait, man. We know personally all these guys. A lot of the guys have been over to Tour de Pisa, so to be able to see them all on the same card is just going to be electric, man. I can't wait.
All right, well, let's take a moment and give a shout out to our official sponsors. Big out, of course, to Bucked Up Energy. You can see our backdrop down there, Bucked Up Energy with all of their amazing flavors. Always wondering what they're going to come up with at the next show. Every single show that I've been to, they've always been able to find a different flavor to release in the cooler. Bucked Up Energy, it's time to get bucked up. And of course, special shout outs to our boy Tommy with Billboard Mats. Anytime that you want to have anything fresh for BKFC, whether it be a mat, whether it be a picture, it doesn't matter what, Tommy, you always got us covered on all bases. Billboard Mats all the way, baby.
You know it. They definitely can't wait, like you said, to try out what new flavors. Right now, my favorite is it's the Rocket Pop. I can't lie. That's
familiar,
my favorite
right?
drink.
It's familiar. It's a familiar drink. It brings you back to your childhood when you'd be waiting for the Good Humor Man, the Ice Cream Man. They pull up, and around that time in the summer, you would get yourself the Rocket Pop, the Bomb Pop, and everything. It's familiar. It just is. We've been through the ringer a little bit when it comes to energy drink sponsors with BKFC, and I've just really appreciated Bucked Up because they take the initiative to put out as much versatility and as many flavors as is humanly possible. And I appreciate that because they're a forward-thinking company, and not only are they involved in that, but they've got the little 5-hour energy shots that the energy shots. They've got the mix-in. They've got the pre-workout, the post-workout stuff. It's a versatile company, and that's the kind of company that needs to represent BKFC. So
there he is, a Superman right there.
All right, Brandon Superman Allen. We are so excited, man. This is going to be a good fight that you got here, man. It's almost like you find yourself in a similar situation that Travis Thompson has. You're kind of a gatekeeper here too. Someone brand new coming into here, and you're going to show them the way of the world when it comes to the squared circle and towing the line. Superman, I love it.
Definitely, man. I can't just definitely like.
You're excited, aren't you? I can tell.
I know, man. This card, I love when we're here in our, in the Tampa Bay area where both of us live. So it's gonna be great, man. It's always, like I said, we always bring a big show to Tampa. Whether it's been our first ever Thursday show at the Hard Rock. What was that? Fight Night 1, I believe, or 2? No, Fight Night 2, I believe.
I believe it was Fight Night 2 that we did that one. Yeah.
And just like you said, Knucklemania 1, the first time we were ever in this arena that will be back again. So this arena is huge. So make sure everybody get your tickets. Let's sell this place out like we've been doing recently, and make sure you hit up your favorite fighters.
You know what I'm so happy about, Tony? It's the little things in life that you appreciate. I love the fact that the hotel is right next to the venue.
Oh yeah, for the first time. Oh, and I was trying to remember, and I had to actually Google map it, but then I remembered. I was like, oh, this thing is literally right across, like in the same parking lot.
It's in the same part. It's in the.
We don't even got to go anywhere. Like I love it.
I can actually get changed in my room.
And just
like
walk
I said,
across.
It's the little things in life that you appreciate. So for all of you who are going to attend the show, guys, we are approachable people. Get those autographs in, get those pictures in. We're happy to do it. We're kind of like public servants. We are out here to entertain the public, the public. So we're here for you guys. We're here for the fighters. We're here for the public. So just don't ever feel intimidated to come up and say hello to us. We are here for you until you act like a dick, and then we're going to put you in your place. So just be cool with us. We're cool with you.
For sure. I can't wait to see all the fans. They always bring so much energy, make me feel like a celebrity, and I'm just a regular old guy, regular old DJ. But a lot of these fighters, a lot of these fighters and a lot of these fans, they really hype me up. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Put that up there, man. Put that up there with Ryan Perez. That's funny. That's
and
funny.
talk your guys space talk or whatever we were talking about at that one dinner, Ryan. Hey, we were talking about for like 2 hours.
hey, if you're talking about it for 2 hours, that's good talk.
Nah, we actually had a. Where was that at? I don't where that one town we were in where it was like muggy as hell, and we had to stay, or not muggy. I'm sorry, cloudy as hell, and had to stay in the hotel for a day or two. Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
The flat Earth, flat Earth we were talking about.
Oh man.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Doug.
The flat Earth. Oh, we got cold. We got
We
cold
got
red.
the one and only.
We
Yep,
got
cold red in the building.
There's another person who's on an upward trajectory when it comes to his BKFC career. Mr. Coltrane, man, I'm going to tell you, that's not a coal train, that's a runaway train. That is a runaway train where the brakes were removed long ago, and he is putting his foot on the gas and towing the line. We love what you're doing, Doug.
Definitely. I'm gonna have to go with you guys this time. I always skip out on because it's always you guys are always going to get seafood or something, or Jeff likes his
I know. I dominate when it comes to taking
his
BKFC
sushi
personnel to my sushi. And you know what? I'm not going to apologize. I love my fucking sushi.
But steakhouse, I'm all in line with that, especially
I'm down with that.
When Matt Seibel's paying, I'm there.
Well, he better pay. He better pay. I paid for his fucking parking last time. Shit. All right, Tony, I think that's probably going to be a good point for us to stop because
yes,
I got to get some rest. But before we stop, I want to give a shout out real quick to my baby brother visiting me here for a couple of days in North Reddington Beach, Florida. My baby brother John Houston and his girlfriend Michaela. You guys have been awesome since you've been here. They have been enjoying their time on the island out here. They literally today got in the car, went all the way down the island from Clearwater Beach all the way down to Pasadena, which is basically the entire length of the barrier island over here in the greater Pinellas County. So thank you for coming, and we appreciate you guys having. I got to run them to the airport in the morning, and then tomorrow I got to make the run out to Lakeland and back to work, brother.
What his I guess Travis would call him Jay On.
Jay On. Jay On. Jay On.
But yeah, thank you for coming on as always, my brother. We got another great show. Actually, we're gonna I'm gonna try to fit in some interviews probably this Thursday at the weigh-ins.
We'll definitely try to get a few.
Get some some personal interviews with some of the fighters there that we couldn't get on the last couple weeks, and keep trying to do that every show since me and Jeff are at 98% of the shows. Definitely something we want to do for you guys. And if any fans want to come up and, jump on, let us know. We'll definitely put you guys on. But thank you, everybody, for watching. Been another great show. Thank you to Travis the Animal Thompson, or T. Ravis.
T. Ravis.
And we will see all of you guys next Tuesday at 9 p.m. See you guys. Everybody have a good night.
BKFC 47 this Friday. Be there. See you next week. Bones to domes, baby.
Good night.